This is the Biafra national anthem.
Seven rows, 14 rows, 21 rows. I love to go. Man, beat.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program, wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program today. Today is Monday, Every one of you know what Monday is. Monday is a day that the Biafran people sit at home to demand for the unconditional release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The day that Biafran people embark on a total delegitimization of the zoological republic called Nigeria is a day that the Biafran people demand the release of every political prisoner of Biafra. It is a day that Biafrans come together to reject Nigeria completely. It is a day that Biafrans come together to display the legitimization of Biafran government. Today being Monday, sit at home, is also a lockdown. A day that every one of us speak in a loud voice and the whole world is watching, paying attention to what is going on. The Biafran people have rejected Nigeria and rejected Nigeria completely. It does not matter what the enemies are saying. It does not matter their propaganda or their blackmail. No matter what the enemies are planning or doing, we, the Biafran people, have made up our mind that we will no longer be part of this zoological republic. And today is a day that Biafran people speak loud. It is also a lockdown of every Nigerian government institution, every institution of Nigerian government in Biafran territory. The lockdown today is the 20th day. The lockdown is going on and it's going to be for 30 days. Today is the day 20 of that total lockdown. And as I speak to you, the Zoological Republic terrorists are receiving woto-woto. They are receiving woto-woto on different angles, right, left, and center. In fact, they cannot hide. There is no place to hide. For some of you who have not seen the video evidence is everywhere. And if you are an international journalist, you want to find out what is going on in Biafra land, please buy your ticket and go to Biafra land and verify for yourself. Since most of you have refused to report what is going on in Biafra land, we will continue to speak about it. We will continue to report it, and we'll make sure that the whole world hears us and hears us clear. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria is a place that needs to be put to an end. Nigeria is not supposed to exist the next minute because it is a terrorist organization where they are sponsoring everything that is evil. And we cannot continue to be part of this very entity. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, continue to hold ground on what you believe. Continue to stand up for what you believe. Do not allow anybody to cajole you. Do not allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to drive you into believing something that is not obtainable. The restoration of the independent state of Biafra is going to happen, whether the enemy likes it or not. The level have changed. The Biafran government has made up their mind that every Biafran citizen must be defended. Every Biafra must be defended. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter what you believe. It does not matter what you think. It does not matter under which umbrella you are operating. Biafra land must be defended at all costs. This is a project that the Biafran people have embarked on. And we must make sure that our land is defended at all costs. Those who say we will not put no peace will not have that peace either. Those who want to take us down will go down before us. It does not matter what the enemy is doing, what they are saying, and how they are saying it. We do not care. We do not bother. And I bet you we shall overcome them. No matter their weapon of warfare, no matter the lie they present, no matter their criminality, no matter their propaganda and their lies, we shall defeat them hands down. We will surely defeat them. Every enemy of Biafra, wherever they are, whatever they are doing, we will not allow them to distract us. We will not allow them to defeat us. Wherever you are and you're watching this program, I want you to help us to share this program to all platforms. Share this program and invite somebody to join us, because this information you are about to hear now is very, very important. You must not play with it. You must not joke with it. In fact, as we speak, it is now a matter of life and death. At this point in time, the life of the Biafran people must be protected. We must not allow anyone to stand on our way. It doesn't matter who the person is. It doesn't matter under which umbrella. No matter where they are coming from. No matter the lies, the blackmail, and the propaganda they are pushing, we will not allow it to fly. We are going to make sure that the enemies of Biafra are defeated in all angles, in all fronts. They will continue to push their lies and propaganda and blackmail. But if you are truly a Biafran and you know what you want, you will not shake. The more they try to lie, the more they are exposed. The more they try to deceive themselves, the more we expose them. My fellow Biafrans that are watching this program, any place you are watching us from at this minute, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Kabiam, stand strong and stand firm. Do not allow the propaganda of the enemies to shake you. Do not allow their lies to get you. They are going to try the best way they can, but they are going to fail, and we will succeed and overcome them. They have been trying for a very long time, but the more they try, the more they fail. We didn't choose ourselves. We didn't make ourselves whom we are today. Chukwu Kabiama, in his infinite mercy, knows why he has chosen us and made us his own. Chukwu Kabiama, in his infinite mercy, has brought us at this time Not because we are worthy, not because we are too special, but for his own reason that only he
Trying to
knows.
train with us.
We do not know. Only he knows why he has chosen us. And there is no going back. Yesterday, our Prime Minister visited Canada. It was an amazing and a powerful visit. And the message in that visit was so strong and powerful. A very powerful message was delivered. And I believe Biafrans got the message. I am going to share some few messages from that very visit. And as I told you, our beloved sister Amaka was also there during the visit of our Prime Minister. And she did what she has to do. She spoke to the Biafrans, and many of us heard from her for the very first time. And as we speak today, the enemies of Biafra are afraid. They have not understood that it is not by noise making. It is not by propaganda or blackmail. What matters is what you do. And as I have always said, the case of our sister Amaka is a case study, and it's a lesson for every one of us that is a Biafra. Anywhere you are, make sure you are connected to Biafran government. If you are not connected to Biafran government, I am sorry for you. Be ready to face the consequence of your action. You must be ready. Anything that happens to you, face it. My fellow Biafran that are watching, let us get straight into the business of the day. As we will continue to bring details, facts to you in this very platform, as I have always promised. I am going to play a brief clip from our Prime Minister on his speech yesterday for you to get a clear direction of what we are doing and what we are about to do. Let's watch.
Pattern and the methodology that the conquest and invasion and the colonizers came in with. They're taught by the forceful and the barrels of the gun, they will continue to kill people for the unity of Nigeria. That also is the problem today. So, this impression that they are creating, that the country must remain as crafted from the amalgamation by the colonialists, and that this country called Nigeria unity is non-negotiable. That is also the problem. We have lived from centuries to century, and today we are in the era of 21st century. We are now in a global village where the things of the past and the things of the old are changing to become new. And they don't want to change Nigeria with the dangerous diversity that have now emanated from different angles and the different injustices and corruption, and now Nigeria has found itself to become an Islamic state. That is the problem. However, the state has continued stability, insecurity, and the swelling lava of so-called agitation. We are now in a global village where the things of the past and the things of the old are changing to become new. And they don't want to change Nigeria with the dangerous diversity that have now emanated from different angles and the different injustices and corruption, and now Nigeria has found itself to become an Islamic state. That is the problem. However, the state has continued to experience instability, insecurity, and the swelling lava of so-called agitation like they branded us today for self-determination. The Biafra government in exile and in the homeland, called the de facto government, has taken the liberation or so-called agitation from agitation to liberation by using what I called a multi-dimensional approach, relying on documentary evidence, observations, and descriptive analysis of the Nigeria state, by continuing to expose Nigeria and the nature of the Nigeria to the international community, especially to the new generational decision makers that didn't have the knowledge about how Nigeria committed resistance. They have to be educated to know why we are fighting and why we must fight till Biafra is recognized and become an independent state. There is no going back. So they need to be educated to know when this thing comes to their table, the decision they could make that will impact the world. Because this is not just about Africa, but to impact the world positively. Now, this exposition of Nigeria includes the pattern of the coexistence among the different ethnic groups in Nigeria, including with their dangerous diversity. The extent these different dangerous diversities coexist, they exhibit the proactive for as well as factors that militate against the national integration, including when they say the RRR after the Biafra War. The manner the government promotes national unity and the factor that ignite the so-called the separatist tendency like they brand us today. The inability to foster sense common identity and the national consciousness among the different ethnic group and these different dangerous diversities. The continuing promotion of inter-ethnic hatred by this same Nigeria. Every person, single person occupying the highest position or one of the high positions in Nigeria today have promoted the inter-ethnic hatred, which is the reason one of our sister, Amaka, is here today. Every one of us has been a victim of the Nigeria leaders' promotion of inter-ethnic hatred and unhealthy rivalry of these diversities, as well as the bad governance rooted in corruption and divisiveness. And above all, the move from the secular state to the Islamic State of Nigeria. Today we have the Muslim ticket, which even many people from the Christian part never believed it could be possible. They have all happened. It is not only that, they sponsor ethnic killings in other parts of Nigeria, except in Biafra land, that we are resisting them today under my leadership. These are the main factors that fuel Biafra agitation and the liberation today, which I am leading. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the killings of Christians in Nigeria, in different parts of Nigeria, including in Biafra land. We are resisting them. We have seen the promotion of this inter-ethnic hatred, which our sister Amaka and every one of us is a victim. Today, the Biafra government have risen to take responsibility of defending Biafrans all over the world, irrespective of what you believe in, irrespective of whether you support the struggle for Biafra or not. So long as you are being bullied by the Nigeria state as an entity, we are going to rise up to defend you. Whether you believe in me believe in the Biafra government or not, and it's left for you to accept that particular gesture. Government is here to protect every Biafran from A to Z, anywhere you are in the world. Once Nigeria representative or Nigeria as an entity rise up to bully you, it is then you will know that indeed Nigeria is not for you. My fellow Biafrans, we have made history today. The awareness we have created in Washington, D.C., United States of America, is bringing a shockwave across Africa and across Sahel. We will continue to create this awareness for the new generation decision makers who may not have much knowledge about the Nigeria existence. My fellow Biafrans, as we are pursuing this liberation of Biafra using diplomatic approach, political approach, we are also pursuing it using armed struggle approach. And that is what we call the self-defense international law, where Nigeria state has made our place so uncomfortable that we are now very comfortable in exile until we fight our way to delegitimize them, demilitarize Biafra land, and then go back to set up a government that works for the people. On this note, I will use this opportunity to invite our sister Amaka, which have faced both backlash, attack, bully from the Nigeria government, including the agent of the Nigeria within Biafra struggle. I have never spoken to Amaka, never, till today, and I have not spoken to her. Maybe I will speak to her here. But during the course of the Biafra government approach to defend her, and we went head on with the terrorist state and their representatives, providing evidences, and we are ready to provide witnesses for Amaka. We are not just only going to defend her by providing legal services and all that. We are ready to pay the legal fee. Not only that, we will provide witnesses on her behalf. The Biafra government will go to any length. We will use Amaka to set example of how a nation and a government should stand up for their citizens. Before that incident of the agent of Nigeria started reaching her, everybody was condemning her statement. And of course, it is only those who are deep-rooted with love for their people will understand what Amaka went through that made her a woman to make and utter such statement publicly on a live broadcast. We understood her, even though she was not part of us then. But being a Biafran that she is, even if she didn't accept it then, we understand her pain. It is only the Biafra government under my leadership understood Amaka's pain. And when we boldly stand up for her, it will be withdraw the statement against her. Because it was then they begin to see things from a different perspective. That's what makes us Biafrans.
Yes.
That's why we are different. And today, Amaka is here against all odds, because she has been cursed, according to people who claim they have power to curse people, but their people are dying in their villages. They don't have the power to cure them. They say they have cursed Amaka because Amaka identified herself with the Biafra Prime Minister. I am telling you today, Amaka, no curse. Even the one that I have laid upon you before this whole incident, the spirit I carry in me will neutralize every curse, whether from your family, from your village, and that is I am releasing that power that God has conferred in me, that every curse laid on you by anyone, before and after, will go back to them from today. Just watch and see. I welcome you, Amaka. Give Biafra some of your few words. If Amaka is here, can you flash out to the script, please? She's our new celebrity.
I think the network kicked her out. Amaka, try and access that link again and come in. Just a while ago, the network removed her. Amaka, use the link and come in.
You have just heard our Prime Minister's speech, and before Amaka will speak, I'm going to present the video where Amaka gave her account of the experience. I know everybody is waiting for that very section. I am going to play that session, but before I play that, you have had the explanation of our Prime Minister, and you must have known where we are today. In case you are confused, I want you not to be confused. Be focused. The restoration of Biafra is imminent. No amount of propaganda or blackmail will stop the restoration of Biafra under our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. We are operating under a government, not an organization. What the Biafran people have is a government, not an organization called IPOB. Hear me and hear me clear. We have a government, not an organization called IPOB. Do not compare or hold the government responsible or IPOB responsible for anything that the government does. The government of Biafra is under the command of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And the primary objective of the government is to protect every life and property of the Biafran people anywhere in the world. If you are a Biafran, any place you are in the world, make sure you are connected to the government. If you don't, you will have yourself to blame. The case of Amaka should be a lesson for every one of us living outside Nigeria. Every one of us living anywhere on the planet Earth, even in the zoo. If you run away from your own government, you are doomed. You saw the IPOB Nigeria trying everything they can to distract our Prime Minister. The restoration of Biafra lies in your hand. There is no sacred cow in this restoration. We respect our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is still fighting for Biafra up to today in the DSS. We don't know any other person apart from him. Your being the wife, the brother, the uncle, the in-law is meaningless to us. It is meaningless. And Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will continue to remain the supreme leader and relevant even to the government of Biafra, as long as he is still fighting for the restoration of Biafra. Get that and get that clear. We only put our heads and our support to those who are genuinely and sincerely pursuing the restoration of Biafra. If you are not, you are on your own. Now, I want you to listen to the presence of Amaka in the meeting yesterday, the town hall meeting. You are going to hear Amaka speak, and you are going to hear the advice and speech of our Prime Minister to her. It is a lesson for every one of us. Listen carefully to learn your own lesson. You might not have the same opportunity like Amaka did. You might not. In as much as the government of Biafra is ready to fight for every one of us, whether you support the Biafra cause or you don't support the Biafra cause, as long as you are a Biafran from the old southeastern region, the government of Biafra will stand for you and fight for you. But you must have to get yourself acquainted with the Biafran government. If you don't, you have yourself to blame. Let us hear the presence of Amaka and what she has to say, starting from the address of our Prime Minister.
Through the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Biafra Republic, we will be here for you till the end. You are not alone. And that's what this Biafra government stands for. Whether you support this government or not, we will use you to set example to the Nigeria state that the bully against Biafrans is over. Anywhere in the world you bully any man, we will come for the person. So we will use you to set example, and it is going to happen for every other person, not just you, but that the bullying and the ethnic hatred against Igbo and Biafra people the government has taken it up, and this will be the beginning of the end. So the Biafrans, there has been a lot of propaganda against you on social media. And as a lady you are, I know you have gone through a lot. And the internal thing will not be discussed public. The government will support you, both your legal representative and then also making sure that we provide witnesses if need be. I believe that has been briefed. But we're not going to discuss the issue of the, what is in the court or whatever that is going on at this point. But just know that you are not going to be alone, and you will never be alone. We will use you to set example to Nigeria state. Nigeria is a defeated, ethnic, bigotry country, terrorist country, that all they do is to bully those who they call citizens and kill them. We've seen them kill protesters, those carrying their own flag, not Biafra. They kill them in the street. They shoot them dead. They have no regard to human life. They have no regard to women. They have no regard to children. And that is exactly what we are doing to provide alternative for Biafra people to have the right to live and the right to aspire to be whatever they want to be in life. And that's why we are doing what we are doing here. A lot of people will not understand the job we are doing until Nigeria begin to bully them like they have bullied you. Before then you know that indeed, actually, there is a hope. And only that when you discover there is a hope, you will continue to hope hopelessly on Nigeria. Nigeria is a failed state, and every Biafran, including those who are running for political positions in Nigeria, don't know that their life are like this until it will happen to them. And many people will not have the opportunity. And before you say something, let me also share a story with you. I have been watching different things on social media, how people contacted you. We are using recorded your voice, your telephone conversation with them, and they were using it to do program. The IPOB Nigeria have attacked me since 2021. They have blackmailed me, called me Nigeria agent. I listened to the one who said that I'm a Fulani agent, and I was listening to hear him give you the proof, because he said he has a proof, So I was listening to see the kind of proof he wanted to give to you, but of course that never happened. So they call me Nigeria agent, they call me Zoo agent, they call me Fulani person, and all manner of names in order to demoralize me, and of course, in order to continue to do what I call the political pressure group, what they were doing instead of fighting for Biafra. So anyway, there was this man who was fighting for Russia, the Biafra, who was fighting for Russia and was fighting against Ukraine. He made a video, several videos, and pictures where he has a Biafra badge. And as a Prime Minister of Biafra, whenever I see anybody identifying him or herself with the Biafra flag, like I've just said for you, for example, even if you don't support this government, it doesn't matter. We want to use you and every other person, not just about you. So when I see anybody who is proudly identifying him or herself with the Biafra flag, I will be proud of that person. So I saw this guy. He made a video and had a Biafra badge fighting for Russia. And I posted this video without making any comment because I don't know who he is. Now, immediately I made a post. They approached this guy, the people that were calling you, and I must say that you are very, very lucky, because what I wanted you to do is to go against the gods of our land. So this guy, exactly what they did to you, or exactly what they did to this guy, is what they wanted to do to you. But you are very, very lucky you did not fall. Your hands are clean. So this guy, they approached him to make a video and condemn me. And he made the video just the way they wanted you to do. So he made the video, and before you know it, bam, the video was on social media, going viral. Oh, Simon Ekpa, don't post my picture. I am disappointed. Like, he's not attacking me for no reason. I don't know whatever you are doing, and I don't believe in whatever you are doing, you know, what I asked him to do. So after doing that, I said, okay, no problem. You know, I have not done anything wrong by being proud of you for posting a video or picture where you have a Biafra flag and fighting for Russia. Of course, the God of the land removed the protection they used to guide him in Russia war. And the next day or so, he got killed. He got killed. And of course, they tried to hide it. The brother started posting on social media, you know, giving a eulogy to him and all that. So we challenged them. Since they asked this guy to make a video, he went and make a video, and the Biafra land and the Biafra spirit that were protecting him left him immediately, and he got neutralized. Till today, they even went and tried to bring somebody else who dressed like him and cover his face to claim that the guy is still dead. But till today, the guy is dead, completely dead, because the brother actually confirmed that. So why I share this story is that this is going to be, it is good that you did not fall for them. But like I said, I have not spoken with you before. But what I did is that I directed the relevant department of the Biafra government in exile, which is the Foreign Affairs Ministry of the Biafra, to swing into action and make sure that we protect you as a government. The main primary purpose of a government is to fight for its citizens. And even though we are in exile, and of course we are also in the homeland, the federal government, which a lot of people don't actually know, it is a prerequisite requirement that is required of any government, is that you must be able to provide security of life and property of the people. We have done that in Biafra land, and it is not only in Biafra land, we are also doing it globally. And your own is in the public and is going viral because of the nature of the case. We have helped a lot of Biafrans that have had different problems in different parts of the world. But your own is a little bit peculiar because of the nature, and it has this ethnic hatred which Nigeria state are the one engineering. You can imagine, in your own case, the entire Nigeria National Assembly within 24 hours rode to Canada. These are people, and the worst part of it is that there are people who are from Biafra land which we have given vote of no confidence because they doesn't represent the people that voted them or the people that they claim they are representing in Abuja. What they did was to join the Fulani Caliphate to condemn their own. And we listened to the fact that the idiot from Abia State, who is the speaker or deputy speaker, wherever he is, was part of those who rode to Canada to deal with you as an Igbo woman. P2B, which you supported very much in 2023 election, also condemned you. It was when I was watching, because I don't like to delve into issues without having some background of what is happening. So when I have watched and listened to P2B and all of them condemning you, I said no, that Biafra is for everybody who is actually Biafran there. And it is time we use you to set example. Especially now that they have come for you, in Nigeria you supported so much, just like every one of us did in the past. I was one of the biggest. I said, anybody, if I can fight for Biafra, every other person that is shouting Nigeria today is just open cuckoo. Because I suffered for Nigeria, fight for Nigeria, did a lot for Nigeria. So if I can turn around when I see that there is no way under Nigeria, I believe that it is just a matter of time. Everybody will turn their back. So we decided to come to help you. And that's why P2B, after our first tweet about you, P2B changed and withdrew his statement and begin to talk something different. But that's who we are. The same P2B, we have also made it very clear to Nigeria State that any day they arrest him, because we know they are planning to arrest him. Any day they arrest him, we will increase the resistance that we are giving
I
them.
want to come to my office and tell me what is good money and what is
P2B is not part of what we are doing, but just the same
smiling.
hands of fellowship
Okay.
and the same open door we have for
That's
you,
it.
the same thing we have for P2B, irrespective of what he has done to us.
That's what you understand.
Even if we are going to do anything, or if anything is going to happen to P2B, it must not be Nigeria. We will never allow them to do anything to P2B. And when I say this, a lot of idiots who don't know actually, who are not actually liking P2B, but they are on the social media trying to hide under him, they will say, oh, don't talk about P2B, don't talk about it. As if anything happened to P2B, they're going to stand for him. All of them will disappear. But that is not what we're here for. So, Amaka, you're welcome. I can see that you are having difficulty joining Zoom. You are not very conversant with the Zoom thing. So, but you are going to learn it. You are going to learn it. So, just give us a brief of what actually transpired. Don't tell us the whole story, and don't tell us about your personal thing. Don't tell us about some of the things that I'm aware of. Don't tell us that. Just tell us you are fine, and this is you, and we go from there. Thank you.
You're wrong. But I wouldn't want us to drift.
Unmute yourself, please.
I will determine the business of the day. You will not come here and tell me what to do.
Excuse me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so I thank you so much for your support, and I thank Mr. Charles and Sister Nena. They've been so supportive. I am so grateful, to be honest, because I didn't know them before, and they started calling me, reaching out to me. Even yesterday, I wasn't feeling very good, and I called her that I was not feeling good, and she talked to me like a mother. She told me what to do, to go get some lemon and some honey and mix it up and soak it up on my body, which I did, and I was very okay. I really thank her for her support. She's so nice, very calm, but sometimes she gets angry. But that's normal. We're all human. Okay, so to be honest, whatever that happened, I didn't expect it to blow out of proportion, because it was just like a response that I gave to somebody who actually bullied me for being Igbo, and who called me slandered my name and the names of the Igbos as a whole, and wanted to change my history. At some point, I was thinking if actually my history that my parents told me was right, because you see some other tribes, on social media telling you about your history, that the Igbos are slaves and things like that, which is highly unacceptable. I see a lot of people agree to that and say, oh, maybe it's true, but I'm not gullible, because I'm not going to accept whatever someone says about me or my history or my people. I think the federal government blew it out of proportion, because it was a response from I don't want to mention their names, because I was asked from the authority not to mention the names of these people at this point until the case is over. Yeah, so they made it like that, and I don't know why, but at this point I started to realize, because of my tribe, that's why it went overboard. Yeah, so like you said I shouldn't touch every base, but I'm just hoping that everything will be okay. But with you guys standing beside me, I'm very confident, and I really appreciate everyone. And at this point, I have decided to use my voice to bring the Igbos together, because I wouldn't say that I love Igbos so much, but I do love Igbos too much. That's the truth, but sometimes when I say this, people be like, oh, you always feel like you're the only Igbo. No, I have this passion. I didn't know the video was going to go viral, because you hear when I say that Igbo men are too quiet and things like that. That's how I feel, that Igbo should speak up. We should, our voice, our phone and everything is our weapon, and we have to use it. Your pen, your paper is your weapon, your computer is your weapon. So you have to use it wisely, So yeah. So recently, I have been talking about, bringing the Igbos together, because when this thing happened, I realized that a lot of the Igbos, there's a little bit of, yeah. So I'm trying to bring people together and, listen to everybody's complaint and, talk to a lot of people. Yeah, so I think everything is moving on well in my platform right now, because we are all working as one. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing right now. And yes, I'm really thankful. I don't want to touch every base. I'm really thankful for the community. And I say, Juku Gozie, everybody. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Amaka. Now you know you have a government, Biafra Republic government that take care of its people. So you just heard what our Prime Minister said. I think he's on the phone. Okay, PM, there.
All right, thank you very much. So, Amaka, I know that you've gone through a lot, like I said. You don't have to worry about disrupting. You did the right thing. This is as a result of the bullying. And just know that you're not alone. So those worries of panicking and all that should not continue again in this moment. So you are not alone. Have us, and we have you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And this something is applicable to everybody, every Biafran all over the world. It is time, Nigeria, we are going to teach Nigeria lessons. I came to this Biafra struggle with Iwe and Onoma to deal with Nigeria for what they have done to my people for decades. And I'm on a revenge mission. If anybody is thinking that I'm going to change or that I'm going to slow down, I have not even started. Nigeria needs to be bombarded with atomic bomb. If I have access to it, I will bomb them, because that is exactly what they deserve. It's a country that is not supposed to be part of Committee of Nations. So let nobody deceive you into thinking that. We know that, of course, there are some kind of things you will say and it is not good, but remember that something made you to say it. And like I said, we will provide evidences of what pushed you. We are going to bring witnesses to support you any day, any time, till we see the end of whatever Nigeria have planned against you. So that's exactly what you should know, that you're not alone. We are not a group. We are not a group. This is a Biafra government, and I believe that you have come to know that indeed Nigeria is not for you. Just like every other person, every one of us were one with Nigeria. In fact, in 2019, I was in the forefront of campaign for Peter Obi and Atiku. I was one of the leaders of the Peter Obi Atiku campaign group in Europe. I was one of the leaders. So before then, I have represented Nigeria for many years. So many of us, we know we have done one or two things for Nigeria, believe in Nigeria, but of course, as we can see, the whole thing have turned to become something else. We did not know when Nigeria became an Islamic state. It was supposed to be a secular state. They restructured it through the constitution from the back door, and they are pushing it. Today, they are fully Islamic state. We have Muslim ticket, and Muslim president, Muslim vice president. Everything is Muslim. Before you know it, their plan is to kill everybody, and we resisted them. We are resisting them. So today, at least, they have called everywhere, European Union, Finland, and everybody knows Nigeria because we have exposed them to the world. And now they are calling international community. I do not know who is international community. They are calling the ICC. We are also in the ICC. We have written to them. We have over 500 pages of evidences. We have compiled a very brief summary of 37 pages of human rights violation against Biafra people. So we are waiting for them. So the same way they are using this threat, terrorism, to subjugate us and force us with the guns and barrels of the gun to one Nigeria, is the same way we are going to use those things to resist them. If they come with gun, we resist them with gun. If they come with bomb, we resist them with bomb. If they come with propaganda, we will also resist them with propaganda. So it is teeth to teeth, iron to iron, until the day we are going to be recognized as an independent state. And that is the process we are into now. So we are fighting using a multidimensional approach that never happened in the history of Biafra struggle. That's exactly where and that's why we're making progress today. Our military, Biafra Liberation Army, resistance fighters are doing a very good job. That is the reason you are not seeing terrorists attack in Biafra land. Otherwise, the way they hate us, by now, Benue would be child play, because they can never hate Benue State more than they hate us. Well, look at what they are doing there, you know. So if they had their chance, they will wipe us away within a twinkle of an eye. But here we are with Iwe to defend our land, our women and children. Nigeria will never have peace. They will never sleep until Biafra become an independent state. Thank you very much, Amaka.
Thank you.
As I said, the case of Amaka is a lesson for every one of us. It's left for you to learn the lesson. The only government that stands for you today is Biafran government. Know that and know peace. I thank everybody that have been part of this program from beginning to the end. Thank you for being part of it. We are going to close the program and we'll see you again tomorrow by the special grace of Chukwu Kabiam. Thank you and stay safe.